Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find one...
It's nice to look.
Of course, you can use
A word, if you would.
If you're so
You wanted
inclined.
to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a...
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment.
It's tutti Indian. Ma proprio tutti Indian. No, not so you go.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
I asked Ronan what he'd recommend for a billy.
Ja, hát...
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of
And by the end of
1752?
it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
Nem egy egyszerű dolog. Basszus, és így is beesik az FPS. Tuti a proci miatt amúgy. Vigyázz, nem olyan nagyon végzett, hanem minden úgy csinálják. Nem tudom, itt miért a lépcsőnél, vagy ilyen ilyetlen.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Lumos. Accio.
Megemelkedik a az igen. Hogy? De lehet hallani a hangomat, csak hajt szerintem, nem? Tényleg, olyan jó lett a hang, hogy... és most nem tudok ráadni. Basszus. Elmegy maradok inkább, mert akkor az lesz. Így csak jó lesz. Most nem hallgatom vissza, de próbáld meg meghallgatni, hogy most jobb lett-e, hogy ráadtam így. Már most akkor nem csinálom, ma előző 2 streamben direkt nem volt hangom, hanem akartam egyelőre. Nem tudtam megcsinálni normálisan, nem volt időmre. Hol lehet itt fölmenni? Azért durva, hogy be lehet járni, amit a filmekben amúgy nem tudtál meg, hogy mi hol van. Nem lehet megpörget? Ezt kéne innen elvarázsni, ezt a bagot.
Lumos.
Hogy néz ez a bagoly? Lerúgnám minden a korlát. Na, örülök neki, jól. Na, nézzük itt. Az a baj, hogy itt nem lehet senkit bártani, basszus. Ennyiben. Ez durva, itt sokkal közelebbnek tűnik a pálya amúgy, mint a filmben. A filmben sokkal távolibb. Vagy csak úgy tűnik. Hát vannak azért eltérések, igen. Például lent az a kis, nem tudom, előzetesben is láttam, hogy a 2 torony között az a, nem tudom, hogy milyen vacok, az nem a Hagridnek a háza, hanem az a vízben van valami, nem tudom, hogy milyen lófasz az. Azt például a filmben nem is láttam. Itt nem lehet semmit csinálni, legalább megnéztük. Na, itt mi van? Úgy látom. Itt alattunk van valami.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
De ez nem kell most. Elég jól néz ki így. Ki kellett nyomni a Ray Tracinget, mert olyan droppok voltak. Szerintem a procit kevesli amúgy. Mondom, az lehet a baj, hogy a gyenge proci streameli alapból a játékot is. És még le is terhelőd a játék. Szóval... A mozgó lépcsősöt azt még nem láttam, de arra kíváncsi leszek. Meg kéne nézni. Így durván leesik. Ez a sok szaros effekt, ami itt van. Durva, hogy jól néz ki. Mondjuk szerintem a grafika az a gépigényt azt annyira nem tükrözi, mert azért vannak hasonló játékok.
Gardens at Hogwarts are impressive.
Mondjuk a Witcher 3-nál a felújított már nem szebb és kinyomott Ray Tracing nélkül jobban. Térkép. De jó, hogy ilyen 3D-sita. Neked milyen proci van alattam? Miért? Meg most is 50 meg 40% a videókártya kihasználtsága. Ez durva.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
5900X. Aha. Hát ez úgy értetett amúgy.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
Ilyen gyorsan megtanítja a varázslatot, akkor nagyon gyorsan bele fog dobni a fekete.
Especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Akkor jó, megnyugszom, hogy szár az optimalizálás, és az a program. Hoppa! Majdnem el voltam.
Levioso!
Hello.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Hát, ha majd optimalizálják a dolgokat, akkor majd lehet. Lehet ray tracing-el játszani.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
Nézzük.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, Levioso. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This
Hát érdekes.
Levioso, you're good. How perceptive. Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Oh!
What are you doing up there?
Az igen.
Rather good at this, aren't you? Good form. I know.
This can't be your first duel.
Levioso, let's just say
Don't hold my students with us again. I do
Nem engedem tovább.
Not bad for a beginner.
Igen, elég jó a grafikája, nagyon szép. Még így is. Ugye a ray tracinget le kellett venni, mert összefogtam volna magát. Elején még jó, de itt a kastélyban itt ez
Thank you,
kész.
Professor Hecat.
De majd
Glad to have the
optimalizálják
opportunity to
a
practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you.
Szépek
I
az árnyékok,
demand
meg ezek
excellence from my
a
students.
csillogások
They are
szerintem.
capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it.
A textúrák azok azért nem olyan elájulók, de semmelyik se rossz, szóval nem mondom azt, hogy rossz. No, ez egy ekkora nyílterű játékban.
Kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Perhaps. Till next time.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Leviosa!
Itt inkább bejelöl. Soha nem találnék oda, szerintem. Az igen. Jó bedrogtam. Az is lehet, hogy amúgy ugye RAM. Ugye RAM is kerül.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... What was it you said? Some ruins? I wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streamer. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will... Now, we've arranged to...
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the...
Jaj, láttam amúgy, hogy Emmire gondoltál.
I'm eager to get...
Mesterséges intelligencia az elég jó csinálni mostanában.
No.
De van valami, amit láttam magyarítás oldalon, ami csak 45%-ot írt. Nem tudom, hogy akkor minek kezdik el magyarítani, hogyha már mesterséges intelligenciával van szerintem. Ez a kinti rész. Tényleg szép, de ha Ray Tracing nélkül ennyi FPS-en van, akkor mennyi lenne Ray Tracing-gel?
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting...
I'll start on the task right away.
Rögre kellett volna a srácnak a hajához, egy kicsit megbántam, de mindegy.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.